Alright, hey guys, this is DoubleDoubleGaming here. Gonna be giving you guys the long-awaited MX Simulator setup. This is one of the setups I use, but also I have a buddy in here who's gonna help explain things if I can't explain things as good, and he's actually really good at explaining things. This is Def. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hey guys, this is Def. I'm here to explain things he cannot explain for some odd reason.
Well, no, just going over things like advanced and all that, because he also has his own setup, so maybe he can help put some input, you know? Right, Nate?
Exactly.
Alright, first things first here, yeah, the name is just going to be Joe Motocross, and just filled in some random stuff, because this is a different setup, like I said, but this is my main for this is one of my outdoors. But it's really good for you guys. I'm not just giving you some random setup. This is actually really good. From a friend, Ryan. I want to give props to him. He's given me permission to give this out. But anyways, let's go here. The first thing is stability bar, which isn't going to really mean anything. It's hard to explain that, but when you move this, it changes everything in the advanced setup. I mean, it's not too hard to explain, but some people don't understand it. Like me and you, Nate, we didn't learn it till how long?
Maybe a month or two. Like, we get the advanced setup or whatever, and then we'd move the bar and everything would change, and we'd wonder why.
Yeah, but anyways, mine was at 19, but sometimes, you know, if you have like 19, you can only get exact numbers, like right in here. We're going to move on to this in a second, but you can put it at 19 or whatever you want. It doesn't matter, because you're going to go change it if you want to try out this advanced. If you already like your advanced, good with, you know, good for you, stay with that. Auto clutch RPMs 5,000, and remember, this is all what I run, and you know, everyone's different, but majority of people will use some of the same stuff here. Alright, brake torque front, I run 450, and keep in mind, I run normal braking on both of mine. Yes, I do. I don't run anti-lock on any of my stuff, even though it's a little bit harder to run than normal. I taught myself how to do it, like within the first month or two of the game. So front 450, rear 410, max stab speed 20. Arcade physics, obviously no, you can't race in servers with them, based on what I know. They also know servers. Front brake normal, like I said. Rear brake normal. Stop wheelies no. Some people run the stop wheelies if you have a hard time with the power and all that. I ride the bikes that I ride are the 09YZ for the 250F right here, and then the RMZ 2013 450. Those are two of the most popular bikes. Although Nate in here rides the Honda, right, Nate?
Yeah, the 2009 as well, yeah.
Yep. Like I said, stop wheelies, no. Automatic shifting, no. There's some pros that run automatic shifting. That's personal preference. I prefer not to. Dab when stopped, yes. Sticky sit dab, yes. Reverse steering, once again, yes. Lean indicator, no. That just gets in the way, in my opinion. I don't really like that. Suspension, here it is right here. I'm not going to go over every little thing. I'll probably just leave it up and kind of talk about a little stuff like the gearing and everything. Other than that, I mean, I don't know exactly what every little thing does. I know this soaks up the bumps good and it corners really good. That's you kind of have to just kind of feel it. You can't. I'm not the best talker of how suspension works, just because I haven't really made my own setup, to be honest with you. This isn't mine. I just kind of caught on to it and liked it, and if I change a couple things, I do. But this is directly from the kid that gave it to me, so, and it worked perfectly fine from the get-go, so hopefully it works for you guys too. Usually if they're good enough, you don't have to adjust them, but some people like the fun in making your own setup. What do you think, Nate?
Yeah, if you make your own setup, then definitely you're gonna have more control. You know how it's gonna work, and you can be happier about it, I guess, and you don't have to switch from other people's setup to setup. So
but
yeah.
Some people are just lazy like us and just run them, right?
Exactly. We find a decent setup and we just go with it,
and we ride it so long to the point where we just get used to it, you know. So
exactly.
And then gearing, okay, so these are all just, this is outdoor, just copy these down. Gearing 0-1 is what I run on almost all my stuff. I know Supercross and Nationals differ. Vertical, here's my vertical. This is my personal vertical right here. So 80, 60, 90, 50, and then I'll talk about mass because I do know what that does. I run to .46 in Supercross. It's not so far over the front of the bike. As of my national is a .43. Actually, even though this is a national setup, I had this at .46. For some reason, some national setup, they run with that. My other national setup is .43, so sorry if I was confusing right there, but just whatever goes with this setup. You can just slide this away, you know, right here, 4.3, and then I've never went this high and I've never went this low, so 0.46, try that out. If that doesn't work, maybe try the 0.43. But like I said, the 4.3 feels like it's over the front of the bike, and that with this national setup, it just didn't, I didn't really get a chance to test it, so, but 4.6 works, so I would use that, and that's also what I use in Supercross, so don't really change on this setup, but others, you know. So jot those down. I think I've had this up long enough here. Whoops. Bike setup, advanced. Here is my personal advanced right here. Like I said, I haven't really changed this. I've gotten to the point where I just stuck with it. I'm at the point where I don't need to change it, so this is what I run. And I'll also give you my field of view stuff if you guys want that. Although most of you probably have it from all my videos. Leveling 20, 49.5, roll damping, you know, roll limit angle 47.25. Some of these exact numbers you can't get because of this advanced or this ability right here at 19. But maybe if you go to like 20, you can maybe, you know, do that. But it'll be different at 20, as I should say. But 19, it's just different here. Nate, go ahead and talk about your advanced, what you did.
Yeah, my advanced, it's somebody else's. It's actually, I think I'm running Tyson's right now for a 250 though, which is kind of odd, but it just works for now. I think it's his that I'm using still. I'm not too sure. I mean, I don't know what to really talk about at all. But
just how does yours feel? I mean, is it a looser advance, or is it one of the, like, just the way it is? Because some people's are really loose and then the bars twitch really fast, and some of them are just kind of slower. What is yours like? Mine's kind of a slower to mid.
I guess mine's for like a intermediate racer or somebody who knows the basics of the game at least. It's pretty easy to get used to, and I don't know, I guess it's a little tight, but you just got to know how to rail with it.
For sure, and that's why I just try this out. And I know for a fact a lot of people have to lower the steering strength. Those are the two things I'm going to go over to. If this is too loose, I mean, don't just give up on it. Try going, you know, as mine's at 450, try going maybe 3s or maybe 4, you know. You just got to try that out. Because I gave Nate my advance to try once, and he couldn't take the steering strength. Remember that? And
yeah.
Of course, because it was just too loose, so just go down a notch. And then 79, you know, maybe go to like 60 and or work your way up, or just whatever works. But I think that's about it. If you have these down, like I said, my graphics, there's not much here. I mean, I'm running a 1080p monitor, hide first person, no, rigid, yes. My volume is low. This game just naturally is really loud, so, you know. Field of view 125, 115, I've given that out a lot. It may be weird, maybe you wonder how I ride like that, but that's how I've rode since the beginning, so, you know, after a couple weeks, it actually is when I changed, but once you've been playing on it a year, you kind of master it. What's your field of view like, Nate?
My field of view, it might be stock. It actually is, let me check for 1 second, 110.
Alright. Well, I think that wraps it up, and Nate plays third person, I play first person, like I said, obviously, so there's a difference, right?
Oh yeah, there's a huge diff. Well, I don't know if it's too huge, but most of the faster guys run first person, I believe. It's just preference, really.
Okay, well, thanks for watching. This is DoubleDoubleGaming's official setup here, and as well as check out this is Dev's channel. He just gave away some of his stuff, so if you need any other advice, go ahead and hit him up or send us private messages or whatever you need to do. Or obviously comment below, but thanks for watching, and hopefully this works out for you and you become a pro, right?
Good luck.
Good luck. See you guys.